In today's video, we will be going over my front row card show 2025 January edition haul. I had quite a bit extra things to pick up because I sold and traded a lot of my raw collection, which you will see what the value of that is throughout this reveal. Shout out to Riz Mags, whoever, this is test sample, but whoever is producing these and offering these, Front Row Card Show had VIP gift bags for the first 200 people a day. I bought this one because I wanted to support whatever they're doing, because they threw in one free mag for each 200 people a day at the show. So 400 free mags, Riz mags, or mag slabs, or what do you want to call them, right? So cool for that. Appreciated that. It's very nice of them. So I just went out and bought one too. So that's my first reveal. Jumping into it, here are the raw cards that I picked up for the show. Cards I like to typically think of as a return investment, trading card collectibles, memorabilia. So I went into some of these trying to see if I can get them graded and have them sent back as PSA 10s, and then possibly use that to be traded on later on. So the money stays in the hobby. The wife isn't angry, and she can trust what I'm doing with my expenses with this hobby at the age that I'm at right now. But we have the EV promo from Prismatic. It looks solid on the front. There's a little bit of hollow wear on the top from being in the pack. The back, however, there were a few spots that were had a little bit of whitening on them. They're down at the bottom corners. I don't know how well this camera picks this stuff up now. I thought it was supposed to be really good, but I know there's a glare. I just don't want to keep taking it in and out of the top loader. Borders and everything look good on that thing, so I'm still kind of on the fence, but who knows. This one here, the Mew EX promos from the Ultra Premium Collection box of 151. They come with a code card on the back typically, so it covers the entire back unless you can slide them. But I don't want to be in there sliding everyone's cards around. But there's kind of whitening off over the top edges on this one, and then down the left side that I could not see. However, this is a cool card. I feel like even raw, the value will rise, and so I am okay with that, especially because I got one the other day that looks very solid to my unprofessionally trained eyes. Very clean on the back as well, good centering. So I'm gonna send this off. That's why it's on the semi-rigid, and then we got a Flareon that I traded a Leafeon for. Looks absolutely perfect. Hopefully get a good grade on that one. And who knows, maybe I'll do grade reveals again when they come back. At least for these cards, and I forgot to do them for 20 cards that I sent off the other day. PSA recently had a price increase. It was $3 or $4 a card, so I wanted to get the order in before then, so I kind of hurriedly did that. The two EVs from Terrestrial Festival as well. They look very solid. This one was interesting. The vendor, I offered a dollar amount, and I asked, hey, I can do this Venmo, or Cash App or whatever, and they said I can only do that cash. So, cash is king, obviously. Some are a little bit hesitant to keep everything digital, or they don't operate a digital wallet as well, or as much as they would want to. I get it, but I had to go to a vendor that I knew, Classic Cat Collectibles, by the way. Now, if I remember, I'll try to link everyone's sites or Instagrams or whatever in the description as well. Shout out to everyone who helped me get to where I needed to be. I'm always there to support people who want to do what they're doing. I have thought about being a vendor myself. However, it's not something that I really have the time for. I just really enjoy doing this and seeing my collection grow and going into see what I can get that's better or that I want at that time. So those are all my ungraded that I picked up. I might even have some that I forgot about. Lucario Melmetal GX. I believe this was a promo in English. I can't remember. There's too many cards to keep track of. But I got a lot of these in Japanese because I felt like these would be good lookers on my wall. You know, one day after I fill all the vaulted vinyl slab displays on my recording wall here, I think I'll be able to show that a little bit more confidently. But excuse the voice, I was talking all day at the last 2 days at the front row. So PSA 10 on this guy here, very cool card. Melmetal, you know, it's not a fan favorite of mine, but Lucario is definitely a fan favorite of so many other people. So I got this one here. You know, values always change, and hopefully this goes up. Next card is what we call a trainer gallery in English, right? So we have the Mimikyu V with the trainer in the back. Just thought this was cool. Looks like he's knitting, but it's an intent that's on top of a TV. He's just watching TV. Remember, the eyes are down here, not up there. With like a stitched together couch in the back, and just thought that was pretty cool. And then for those of you that don't also know, there's a shadow in the back with a picture, so I don't, like, you kind of see oh, never mind, it does. Well, actually no, it looks a little bit more, so the ear is here, it just goes to right there, like right above my fingernail, and then it should stop there, that shadow of the head, but it goes all the way down, so it's kind of creepy, but you know, cute at the same time, I guess. Another trainer Japanese version, Pikachu V. You know, iconic red Pikachu. VMAX Climax is the set that these came out. Most of these, I think all of them actually came out at. But super cool card, so I just wanted to pick that up too, to add to my bunch of Japanese trainer gallery type cards that I have. Sticking with the VMAXs, I picked up the VMAX Snorlax. There's a few other VMAXs out there, but they don't really fit the VMAX description. What I mean by that is like the Charizard VMAX. Actually, let me see if I can find it. The Charizard VMAX has like this design, and he looks bigger and badder, right? The Pikachu, Chonkachu is what they call this card, right? You know, in comparison, Chonky got like a different look to it. The Snorlax has literal growth with trees and everything coming out of his belly, and he's like his own ecosystem. So I wanted to get another secret rainbow rare that kind of had a different one. I was looking at the Umbreon. I was looking at putting his cards back. I was looking at Rayquaza, I think it was, possibly, maybe a Gyarados. But anyway, those just look bigger. They don't look chunkier, they don't look thicker, they don't have anything special about them. So that's why I picked up the Snorlax. The Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. I picked this one up because I'm trying to complete the VMAXs, and I think I did everything that I want, at least. That's not Galarian Gallery. I have a few of those too, but I got this one in English. I feel like these are going to go up eventually. You know, we say that about everything, but got that one there. Just a beautiful card, you know. It's like a forest squirrel, right? Riding the horse. And then I got the Ice Rider Calyrex as well. 10. Spent a lot of time at the show, but Chilling Reign. Still a very inexpensive set, and you know, it's gonna be like one of those, we always say this, it's gonna be like one of those like Fusion Strike, you know, Evolving Skies. They all are grown up, they all have big chases. Rapid Strike Urshifu from Battle Styles, the alternate art, and a PSA 10. It's just like chilling right there. It looks like he has like parts of the river being worked into his attack, maybe? Gale Thrust? Oh, G-Max Rapid Flow. That's what it is. Maybe he's doing that, but there's always there's a Cramorant there. Is that a Stunfisk? Stunfisk, I think that's what it's called. Maybe some other Cramorants, Corviknights, I don't know. But very cool card. Ooh, sorry. The artwork are pretty cool. Single Strike Urshifu VMAX in the PSA 10. Newer cert on this. So I think this is possibly my first newer cert. It's 100 million, right? In the 100 millions. So we got those VMAXs done. This guy there. Going into Japanese V-Stars. I have a whole vaulted vinyl display of Japanese V-Stars. This one is nostalgic for me. I just wanted to keep it Japanese. The English is definitely nostalgic for ripping so much Crown Zenith ETBs when those were plentiful to rip and so satisfying. The pull rates were great until they reprinted it. Fan favorite, right? But very nostalgic, awesome card. Love that thing. It's like a portrait. Hisuian Zoroark V-Star. Look at that artwork. I notice some of these have the sleeve on them, partially laziness, but I feel like you can get the gist of the artwork just off of that. So cool. Okay. V Territory. Now the story about these three, if you collect or look at the market and see how things are going, is you can't even find these for sale in English PSA 10 right now, and they're booming. So I opted to go Japanese, and the last three that I needed were the original three. So here's the reveal. Here's Flareon from Eevee Heroes in a PSA 10. The phlegm is unreal, guys. I'm so sorry. I love these cards, and I wish I caught onto it or scooped them up, even 2 weeks earlier. I think they would have been like half the price and available, but couldn't find one at the show. And the reason being is I wanted to look on eBay is because I had a lot of cash remaining from my sales prior to the show. So I was like, I could scoop these up and I'll be fine. However, I couldn't even find them, so I decided, ended up saving money on it, getting it Japanese, but eventually one day maybe I'll, trade in some of the stuff I'm not attached to and look for the English versions. Vaporeon, very cute. Remember, Eevees are cats. They're supposed to be cats, but they look like foxes, but they say they're cats. I don't know. So here's the Vaporeon in PSA 10. Very cool. I forget which one I bought from who, but I think I got this one from Kevin Chuang at Front Row, and I'll see if I can attach his Instagram there. I think I got the Vaporeon from Baby Broly Official. I can attach him. He's also creates excellent content. Not saying I create excellent content, but he creates excellent content on YouTube, POV vendor style. Very good guy. Shout out to Broly. And then this one, I believe Winona Collectibles is Collectors Club is who I got it from. So I will try to link all of my Pacific Northwest vendors that helped me find these cards that had them available in the description also. Also from Winona Collectors Clubs, I did a huge trade. Oh wait, look, I was wrong before. So I do have 100 million in this one here. This is for the artwork and the artist, Akira Igawa, who did the big four golden cards in Crown Zenith, the secret rares, Arceus, Giratina, Dialga Palkia. But the artwork is fine. I have a whole stack dedicated to the artwork there that I'll probably end up doing a video on, and maybe that will be appreciated later. Gouging Fire EX to wrap up my big original 3 evolve forms. I don't know, are these evolve forms? of Entei Raikou and Suicune. Gouging Fire EX got a 10. I also have Walking Wake and Raging Bolt that I pulled and graded. That I'm very happy that came back 10s, but the 9 that I had and got and pulled came back a 9, so I had to trade up. Because I'm going to 10s if you haven't noticed. The next are kind of like your champion mascot Pokemon. So Japanese Master Ball 151. Put in a graded guard, looks pretty cool. In a 10. Very cool. Reverse Hollow Master Balls. Got the hollows all the way into the hollow itself. Very cool. And then we have Eevee. And you'll see which one I am missing after I do some of these reveals. Got the Vaporeon. Worked it out to where Winona was so generous with something that happened during the show. Something happened during the show for a trade, and I was able to secure these at no extra cost. So shout out again to Winona. This one included Jolteon Reverse Master Ball. Excellent. I'm not collecting all of them. I just want the big 3, and obviously the one that I'm missing is the Flareon version of this Japanese 151 Master Ball. So that is on my hunt list. We have Bulbasaur. I like starters. Starters because of nostalgia. We have Charmander, also in the Master Ball 10. And we have Squirtle. Coolest thing about this is they're sequential. A lot of hunters or collectors, I guess you could say, love the sequentials. 747, 748, 749 are the ending numbers here. So we have a sequential set there. And then we got more starters. The Bulbasaur. Love that artwork. Non-sequential. I got these separately. Charmander. And we got Squirtle. Cool thing about the sequentials and having these Japanese, and I'll try to go find this right now too, they should be right there. These are not sequential here, the Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. However, I have a sequential set in my little case here of Entei, Suicune, and Raikou V in Japanese. So they kind of match up, and I thought it was really cool. Create a case or a slab display for that one, perhaps. Could work. Last card that I was able to pick up that I can remember. I'm sorry, there is one more. It is up here on the display. 2 more. Here's another 100 million. See what happens when you don't pay attention. So Mew EX in Japanese. See the Radiant Sun there in Japanese. I don't know if the English does it justice, but here's a comparison. A little bit. You catch it. A little bit right there. You can catch it. But look at that Japanese Radiance. Japanese value does increase over time as well. However, it's the art and how, the details that I really appreciate, just the sheen on it. So that Mew EX. And the last one, my grail for the show, a very interesting looking card, but the Giratina V alt art, paid a premium. I have the funds, and we can only hope that it keeps to increase. The only thing about this Giratina V is it do justice? Can I see that corner right there? You can see the winding on that corner right there at the top. also right behind my finger. Oh, there you go. That's how you do it. I learned something new. Whitening there in top right, whitening there in top left. Just so interesting how this got a 10. Pretty recent. You know, very, very interesting. So, there we go. The Grail is going up on the wall. It'll be part of the background. I do have a Japanese version as well that you may have seen in the back of other videos. But this is what I picked up right there. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you want. I'm not one to beg for comments or anything like that. But I thought this was a really cool thing to do. So hopefully we can do more of these as the hobby continues, and we'll continue to have some good times. Thank you.